Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of high school football here on Eagle Pass Sports Central. My name is Ruben Valadez. I'm coming to you live tonight from Cozumel Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium at the SAC here in Eagle Pass, where the United South Panthers have come in from Laredo to face the Eagles as the Eagles look to clinch a district playoff spot in third place. For now, we'll talk about the scenario for the Eagles as we move on throughout the game. We want to welcome those of you that are joining us on the EPISD YouTube channel. Ruben Valadez along with you here from Eagle Pass Sports Central as we near kickoff here at Cozumel Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Happy Halloween night to all of you goblins, ghosts, and monsters trick-or-treating out on the streets of Eagle Pass tonight. Let's be safe, folks. Keep your kids safe out there tonight, too, as you take them out trick-or-treating. Homecoming night here at the SAC. And senior night, last home game for the Eagles. They'll have one game remaining in the season. That's next week in Del Rio. The Mavericks were here last night for their last home game of the season. The Mavericks will be in San Antonio facing South San next week. Pre-game, the Panthers won the toss and elected to defer. The Eagles will be receiving to start the game. They will be moving towards the south end zone from left to right on your screen. The Eagles wearing those home orange uniforms, orange tops, orange pants, and the white helmets with the Eagle logo. Kick is on its way. It is a short one, and it will go out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. They're going to throw the penalty flag, and the Eagles are going to have good starting field position as they start the game. The United South Panthers come in with those baby blue tops and black pants and absolutely illegible numbers on those uniforms with a record, as the official lets us know that kick went out of bounds. The Panthers come in with an overall record of 2-6, 1-3 in district. Their only victory in district against Del Rio. Del Rio is winless in the Eagles district. So the Eagles are going to start from the 25. As we get the game started, they'll move that to the 30 now after the penalty yardage. Ball is on the right hash mark here nearest to us. Javi Barrera with the two-back set that we've been seeing for about 2-3 weeks now. Avery Embry and Luis Flores in the backfield offset next to Javi Barrera. Sebastian Velasquez comes in motion near the line. Luis Flores steps out, and we're going to have a flag called here on some motion pre-snap. Anytime you're trying new things on offense like that, you've got to make sure that everybody – there's the illegal shift call. Got to make sure that everybody moves and gets set appropriately. There are two players moving at the same time there. Luis Flores headed out to the left slot, and Sebastian Velasquez coming near the line. That ball will be moved back to the 25 now after the penalty, 1st and 15 from there. There goes Luis Flores in motion. It's a keeper by Javi Barrero looking for some room up the middle of the line, and the Panther defense will bring him down at the line of scrimmage, the 25. It'll be a 2nd and 15 from there after that quarterback keeper. Eagles looking to clinch a playoff spot tonight, 2-2 in district. If they can beat the Panthers here, they're guaranteed a spot into the first round of the playoffs. Eagles sitting in third place, having lost only to the two teams atop this district, Medina Valley and United. Barrera takes a snap, looks right, lets the pass go in the flat, in the right flat for Luis Flores. Caught, and Flores gets across the 30 to the 32. 7-yard gain there. And it'll be now a 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. We talked to the Eagle coaches, especially offensive coordinator Christian Garcia, at the prediction show 2 days ago about the importance of down and distance when you're on offense, making sure that you've got a 3rd and comfortable distance. 3rd and 7 here for the Eagles on their first drive of the game. From the near hash mark, Barrera takes a snap, looks left, now looks downfield, getting set in the pocket, lets a pass go. He's got Sebastian Velasquez wide open at the 25. Velasquez trips up As he nears the 20 and inside the 20, he goes to the 19. Sebastian Velasquez streaking down the middle of the field at about 2 or 3 steps on his defender. More importantly, there plenty of time for Javi Barrera in the pocket. Was not pressured at all, was able to step up, get a good stance, and throw that ball downfield all the way to about the 25 where it was caught by Velasquez. Here's a handoff to Luis Flores. Bounces left as he nears the line. Still on his feet. Still grinding as he nears the 10. He'll be brought down at the 11 after a gain of about 8 yards on the carry. Under 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Second and about 2 now for the Eagles there from the 11-yard line. Barrera with the 2 offset backs in the backfield with him from the shotgun. Takes the snap. The handoff is to Avery Embry. And Embry trying to turn the corner over right end. Is able to get inside the 10 to the 9. And that should be enough for a first down. The officials haven't asked for the chains to move. Now they do. The chains don't have to move anywhere as we're inside the 10. And so it's a first and goal from the 9 for the Eagle offense. This is the first Eagle drive of the ball game. 7 o'clock kickoff here at Cozumel Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Eagles looking to secure a playoff spot against the United South Panthers. 3 down linemen for the Panthers on defense. Barrera looks over the defense, takes the snap. The handoff is to Avery Embry, and he will go right up the middle for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run for Avery Embry. That's his 4th touchdown of the season. Came into this game with 264 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Avery finds the end zone on a 70-yard drive for the Eagles to open up the ball game with a touchdown. 6-0 is the score for now. 8:49 left in the first quarter. And Ivan Cruz will come on for the point after attempt. There is the snap, the hold. The kick is on its way, and it is good. 8:49 left in the first quarter. Eagles strike first. 7-0 is the score. A 9-yard touchdown touchdown score for Avery Embry, a 70-yard touchdown drive to open up the ball game for the Eagles. Ruben Valadez alongside you here. Welcome all of you who are joining us on the EPISD YouTube page. We've got 8:49 left here in the first quarter, and the Eagles have struck first. Avery Embry finishing up that long drive for the Eagles with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here comes the kickoff from Ivan Cruz, deep and high, and still live at the 2 as it took a bounce there. It has to be fielded by one of the Panther returners, and he's going to have good room to run on the far sideline. Those silver numbers on those blue jerseys for the South Panthers, very difficult to read from up here in the booth. But we can tell you that the Panthers are going to start at the 33-yard line in good field position. Panthers come in with a 2-6 record overall, 1-3 in district. Panthers have beaten the only team without a victory in this district. That's the Del Rio Rams. It's a man in motion. Quick pass to him out in the left flat. Caught at the 30, and then upfield goes the receiver, number 1, Jaden Muñiz. And Muñiz is brought down at the 39. It'll be second down for the Panthers from there. From the near hash mark on a 2nd and 4. A carry to the running back. And the Eagle defense will allow him only a yard to the 40. Where it's going to be 3rd and about 3. Freddy Sandoval, number 20, with the carry there. The Panthers looking to convert on this their first drive on a 3rd and 3 from the 40. Dropping back, and the catch is made right at midfield, and all the way in Eagle territory to the 45 goes Aaron Mendoza, the tight end. Quickly to the line comes the Panther offense. There's a snap, quick pass over to the right flat, caught, and up the field goes the receiver. Quarterback is Rolando Gonzalez, senior quarterback, and he gets them to the line quickly. Ball is now at the 37 on an 8-yard gain. It's going to be a 2nd and 2 from the 37 for United South. Striking quickly over the air here is the quarterback, Rolando Gonzalez. Gonzalez drops back. Quick pass over to the right flat, again caught over on the far sideline. And up the field goes the receiver. He's brought down at the 31, a gain of 6 and a first down for the Panthers, who are in a blur offense here, moving quickly. Ball's at the 31 in Eagle territory, a drive that started back at the Panther 33-yard line. From the shotgun, the quarterback keeper, Gonzalez, bounces right over to the far side of the field, heads north and south now to the 25. A 6-yard gain on the quarterback keeper. It's going to make it a 2nd and 4, and quickly to the line comes the Panther offense. The snap, Gonzalez looks right, quick pass, caught at the 25, and the Eagle defense is on the receiver quickly, not allowing him more than a couple of yards over on the far side of the field. Number 80, Jacob Gonzalez with the reception. And it's a 3rd and 2 from the 23. The handoff here. And on the right side of the line, there is room for the Panther running back, Freddy Sandoval. And he's got another Panther first down, and the Panthers have the Eagle defense on their heels now. The ball is at the 18, at the 17. Man in motion, Sandoval out of the backfield. Keeper by Gonzalez. Good job of bringing him down from behind with 5:20 left in the first quarter. Gonzalez is able to get back to the line of scrimmage, the 17, and no further. Going to be a 2nd and 10 from there with 5:03 left here in the first quarter. Eagles have a 7-0 lead, but the Panthers are threatening deep in Eagle territory. Running back in motion. Gonzalez looks that way, trying to set up a screen. Great job of staying home. Number 50 for the Eagles, Julian Martinez, read the screen, dropped back, tipped the pass, and very nearly had an interception. Almost tipped that pass to himself. More importantly, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Panthers, who have been used to on this drive. Very manageable down in distances. Gonzalez in the shotgun with Freddy Sandoval on his right now. 2 receivers to the left side of the formation. One split out wide right. Sandoval now comes here to the near side. Man in motion. Gonzalez drops back, steps up in the pocket now. Pumps once, looking for someone open, and it is incomplete and very nearly intercepted in the end zone. He had a receiver available there. Good job by the Eagles defense. That's Ryan Rea, who is over there to defend that, and it looks like the Panthers now will bring on their field goal unit. Gonzalez scrambled, looking for somebody open. Saw a receiver flashing in the end zone, got the ball, and by the time the ball was there, Ryan Rea was there to tip it. This is going to be a 34-yard field goal attempt. High snap. Snapper, the holder's able to bring it down, and the kick is on its way, and it is good. David Santos with the field goal kick. And the score now, Eagles 7, Panthers 3 with 4:37 left in the first quarter. .437 left in the first. The Panthers have answered the Eagles' score with a field goal, a 34-yarder by David Santos. The kick now is on its way, and it will be fielded in the end zone by Alex Ruiz. Ruiz comes to the near side, still on his feet, still down the sideline, still on his feet. That's Sebastian Velasquez, who's going to go all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. No flags back here that I can see. They're going to call it a touchdown, and that's a 100-yard kickoff return for Sebastian Velasquez to add to his incredible stats this season. And the Eagles answer quickly without the need to put their offense back on the field. 13-3 is the score with 4:22 left in the first quarter. Boy, Sebastian Velasquez had us kind of shaking our heads for a little bit up in the booth as he fielded that about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Came out with it, saw where his blocking was, went to midfield, came down to the near sideline, and then unbelievably, no one was able to push him out of bounds as he tiptoed all the way down the near sideline. The point after attempt from Ivan Cruz is good. And just like that, with 4:22, 6 seconds after the field goal from the United South Panthers, the Eagles have lengthened their lead. 14-3 on Halloween night for the Eagles with 4:22 left in the first quarter. A 100-yard kickoff return for Sebastian Velasquez has put the Eagles up 14-3. Here's a kickoff from Ivan Cruz high. It's going to be fielded at the 5 near the far hash mark. Up the field goes the return man, and he's got only a couple of men to beat. Finally dragged down from behind near midfield, and they're going to mark that in Eagle territory at the 45. Strong return games Number 80, Jacob Gonzalez with the return. There's a flag at about the 30 over on the far side of the field. This might be coming back. That's right about where Gonzalez broke loose on the return. And sure enough, it looks like this big return from the Panthers is going to be stepped off towards the south end zone here. It's a hold during Gonzalez's return. And those 10 yards are enforced from the spot of that hold, which is the 30. This is going to be a drive that starts at the Panthers' 20-yard line. So a huge field advantage turn here for the United South Panthers. We're going to start at their own 20-yard line with 4:11 left in the first quarter. Gonzalez takes the snap, the handoff to the running back, who's got room, spins around, still on his feet. Freddy Sandoval, hard to bring down so far in this game for that Eagle defense. A 20-yard gain there gets him to the 40. And the Panthers are quickly to the line. So running back in motion. Gonzalez looks that way. That's his target. It's caught in the backfield and then up the field inside the 40 near the 45. Jaden Muñiz with the catch. And he'll get that to the 43-yard line, where it's going to be a 2nd and 7. Gonzalez again in the shotgun, takes the snap, the handoff, and the Eagle defense is right on top of Freddy Sandoval to push him back for no gain. Ball will remain at the 43, where it's going to be a 3rd and 7 now. Armando Cadena actually with that carry. Rolando Rendon in among those Eagle tacklers. Ball on the far hash mark. Gonzalez drops back, lets the pass go. It is incomplete. Had a receiver in the area at about the 45 in Eagle territory. And the ball falls incomplete. Gonzalez will stay on the field to punt this ball off now with the Eagle defense. Let's put a stop to the Panther drive. Sebastian Velasquez, who's already returned a kickoff in this game, 100 yards for a touchdown, is back to receive this punt at the 20. 2:40 remaining in the first quarter. Clock has stopped because of the incompletion. High snap. Gonzalez brings it down, gets a good right-footed punt off, and Velasquez, without a fair catch sign, is going to field that at the 9 and again come to the near side of the field. Still on his feet. He's going to get caught from behind at the 35. And another good return on special teams for Sebastian Velasquez gets this ball to the 37. The Eagles are going to have good starting field position from there for their second offensive drive of the game. With 2:26 left in the first quarter, Eagles have a 14-3 lead. The Eagles come in with a 2-2 district record, looking to punch their ticket into the playoffs. We heard the coaching staff tell us that at the prediction show 2 days ago. Their sole entire focus is to get this victory so that they can secure their spot in the playoff in the first round. 2:26 left here in the first quarter. 2 backs in the backfield with Javi Barrera, 1 on each side. Avery Embry and Luis Flores there with 2 receivers over to the top side, 1 split out wide right. The handoff here is to Luis Flores, bounces left, looking to get north and south, trying to turn the corner now at the 45, midfield in Panther territory, still on his feet, and finally pushed out of bounds over on the far sideline at the 35. A huge run there for Luis Flores to set the tone for this drive. And the Eagles are going to come to the line quickly now in Panther territory at the 35. Clock stops with 2:14 as Flores was pushed out of bounds over on the far sideline at the 35. Ball will be on the left hash mark, farthest to us. 2 backs in the backfield with Barrera, 2 men split out here to the right side of the formation. That's Sebastian Velasquez and Jeremiah Silva. The handoff again to Luis Flores, who again bounces left as he nears the line of scrimmage, and this time the Panther defensive lineman is able to knife through and get Flores down. That same lineman who brought Flores down is now hurt down on the field, and the training staff from United South is going to go take a look at him. No gain on that carry for Luis Flores. When we come back, it's going to be a 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Two minutes left in the first quarter. The Eagles with a 14-3 lead have a 2nd and 10 here from Panther territory into 35-35. Luis Flores behind Barrera in the pistol formation. Quick pass over to the right flat, incomplete over the hands of the receiver, the intended receiver, Jesus Barba. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 now. Barba, had he caught that ball, had plenty of room to maneuver downfield. And with the wind kind of howling down on the field, those little lob tie passes are a little bit more difficult for those receivers to pull in. 1:40 left in the first quarter. Again, Barrera will be in the pistol formation with Luis Flores behind him. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff to Flores, rolls right, lets the pass go. It's caught by Sebastian Velasquez at the 31, inside the 30, still on his feet as he's spun around by the Panther defense. To the 28 goes Sebastian Velasquez. That's a 7-yard gain, and on 4th and 3, the Eagle offense will stay on the field at the Panther 28 with the ball on the near hash mark. 1:13 left in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the top side of the formation from the pistol formation. Quick snap. Barrera's trying to get that defensive line to jump. You can see down there's only 2 down linemen on this defensive front for the Panthers. Everyone else standing straight up. There's the snap. Barrera looks downfield. There's the pass. It's caught by Jeremiah Silva at the 20, and Silva still on his feet will go in for a 28-yard touchdown pass and run from Javi Barrera to Jeremiah Silva, and the Eagles add to their lead. 20-3 for now is the score. Ivan Cruz will come on to attempt the point after. 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. The 3rd touchdown of the quarter for the Eagles. And they've done it in every way. A run by Avery Embry, a kickoff return. The point after attempt from Ivan Cruz is good. 21-3 will be the Eagle lead. They had a run by Avery Embry to open up the scoring. 100-yard kickoff return for Sebastian Velasquez, and now a 28-yard touchdown pass from Javi Barrera to Jeremiah Silva. 21-3 with 42 seconds left in the first quarter. .42 seconds left in the first quarter. The Eagles have a 21-3 lead over the United South Panthers. An explosive first quarter so far for the Eagles on offense and special teams. Ivan Cruz will kick this off. It's a short one. Fair caught at the 27-yard line by number 10, Raul Gutierrez. 42 seconds left here in the first quarter, and the Panther offense will come out from the 27. Rolando Gonzalez, the Panther quarterback, did a good job of engineering that first Panther drive. They were playing hurry up, that blur kind of offense, and really had the Eagle defense on their heels. They came away with 3 points on that first drive. Here is a keeper by Gonzalez. He'll throw, intended over on the right flat for Raul Gutierrez. Left-handed quarterback in Gonzalez, by the way, so that's, as he's moving right, that's his strong side. But that pass a bit too low for Gutierrez. And on the incompletion, it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now from the 27-yard line, ball on the near hash mark. Gonzalez this time into shotgun with 2 backs in the backfield with him. He'll take the pass, and the handoff is to number 20, Freddy Sandoval, and he's caught up in the backfield for a 3-yard loss back to the 25, a 2-yard loss. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 12 now for the Panthers. This will be the last play of the first quarter, assuming that they can get the snap off in the next 2 seconds. They do. Gonzalez drops back, trying to set up the screen, and Gonzalez gets that ball tipped in his face. Good defensive pressure coming in for the Eagles. Number 23, Arturo Hernandez, and number 6, Anthony Paniagua, both there to pressure Gonzalez. End of the first quarter. We're going to switch sides of the field and be right back. Start of the second quarter. Gonzalez will stay in a punt off, 2 men back to receive the kick for the Eagles, standing at about their own 40-yard line. The kick is on its way after a running start for the punter there, and it'll go out of bounds. We'll see what the officials mark it. Over on the far sideline, this is going to be a yard inside Panther territory. Eagles are going to start at the 49 with 11:53 left. Kind of a running punt there. Gonzalez took the snap, and instead of punting it right away, ran with it for a little bit, I think just to test the waters. But it was a long 4th down. Would have been a long 4th down attempt. Finally punted it off over to the far sideline, and it goes out of bounds inside Panther territory. Barrera's going to be in the shotgun with a man offset to his right, and Luis Flores slightly behind him. The handoff is to Luis Flores, who's got room up the middle of the formation, and is finally dragged down inside the 45 at the 44. A 5-yard gain on the carry for Luis Flores, who comes in with 342 rushing yards this season, and 8 touchdowns scored. 2nd and 5 after that run by Flores. Barrera will be in the shotgun. Luis Flores continues to be in the backfield with him. Two receivers here to the left side, the near side to us. There's a snap. Again, the handoff to Flores. This time he's going to bounce left, look to turn the corner at the 40. He's able to do so. That is just about enough to get a first down inside the 40 to the 38. A 6-yard gain on consecutive carries for Luis Flores, and he's got the Eagles with a fresh set of downs at the 38 in Panther territory. 11:07 remaining here in the first half. Flores went out of bounds on that play, and so the clock will stop. 21-3 is the Eagle lead, an explosive first quarter in which the Eagles scored with a rushing touchdown, a 100-yard kickoff return, and a 28-yard touchdown strike from Javi Barrera to Jeremiah Silva. Here is Velasquez. The handoff is faked to him, and Barrera keeps the ball, turns corner here on the near sideline, inside the 35 to the 33. They'll give him the 32 there. And it'll be a 2nd and 4 after that 6-yard carry by the quarterback, Javi Barrera. Ball will remain here on the near hash mark. Barrera's in the backfield. Sebastian Velasquez is the wingman there, right behind the left tackle. And the carry goes to Luis Flores, who spins around as he gets inside the 30 to the 28. That's good enough for another Eagle first down, and they're going to move the chains towards the north end zone. Luis Flores gobbling up yards and getting the Eagles first downs on this, the Eagles' first drive of the second quarter. 10:38 left in the first half. Homecoming night tonight for Eagle Pass High School. We'll have homecoming festivities down on the field, and we'll let you listen into those at halftime. Barrera from the pistol formation this time takes the snap. The handoff again is to Luis Flores, who's finding plenty of room up the middle of this Panther defense. Gets to the 22. It'll be a 2nd and 4 there for the Eagles after that 6-yard carry by Luis Flores. The Eagles came in here with focus, determined after a tough loss last week down in Laredo. The Eagles knew that they had to come in here and handle these Panthers, not really give them much room to breathe. That's exactly what they've done here as the Eagles look to lock up a playoff spot with one game remaining after this one in the season. Again, the handoff to Luis Flores, puts a stiff arm up, bounces left, will be caught from behind and still moving the pile at the 20. He'll be pushed out of bounds on the near sideline right there at the 20-yard line. A yard shy of a first down. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Eagles from the 20. The clock will keep ticking. This is only the 3rd time in this ball game that the Eagle offense has had the ball. They scored on a Sebastian Velasquez 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Barrera will take the snap. Hands off to Flores. He's looking for a yard, and he's got it. Still spinning around after first contact. Down finally at the 15. That 5-yard gain gives the Eagles a first down at the 15. 8:37 left in the first half. Eagles with a 21-3 lead. Avery Embry now in the game to complement Luis Flores in the backfield along with Javi Barrera. 10 seconds left on the play clock. They got to get this formation set quickly. Barrera with the snap. Hands off to Flores. Flores in between the center and the left guard will eke out 2 yards to the 13. Florida's running hard today, not going down easily, of course, never does, but today especially has kept grinding and has very rarely gone down on first contact for this Eagle offense. 7:41, the Eagles are eating up a bunch of clock here. A drive that started very near the start of the second quarter, drive that started with 11:57 showing on the clock now is headed to under 7.5 minutes. Barrera rolls right. There's a pass to Avery Embry. It's caught on the right flat, and Embry avoids the first contact there and is able to get that ball down to the 8. And we're going to have a timeout on the field for an injured Panther. 7:12 left in the first half. Eagles enjoying a 21-3 lead. With 7:12 left in the first half, the Eagles face a 3rd and 3 inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Barrera will be in the pistol formation. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Flores. Flores barreling and twisting around. And we are waiting for a sign from the officials. That's a touchdown, an 8-yard touchdown run, a tough run for Luis Flores as he gets into the end zone for the Eagles' 4th touchdown of the first half. We mentioned it just a little while ago. He doesn't usually during the season, but tonight especially, Luis Flores running with real purpose and has not gone down on first contact any of the times he's carried the ball. And that time, he pushed, spun, kept grinding, and made his way into the end zone for an 8-yard touchdown run. The kick is good, and that makes the score Eagles 28, Panthers 3 with 6:54 left in the first half. .654 left in the first half, and the Eagles will kick off after that 8-yard touchdown run by Luis Flores. Ivan Cruz from the 40-yard line. Kick is up and on its way. It's a short one. Fair caught, but bouncing around there for a little bit before being finally corralled in at the 20 by the return man for the Panthers. That was number 84, Jarek Vasquez. Panthers are going to start right there at the 20 with 6:52 left here in the first half. The Eagles with a 28-3 lead. We talked to the coaches at the prediction show 2 days ago, and this is exactly what they talked about. Getting a fast start, both on offense and on defense. Really not allowing the Panthers any breathing room to create any possibilities. And that's exactly what the Eagles have done here. They've put the clamp on. Of course, 4 touchdowns here in the first half, but defensively as well. Other than that first drive in which the Panthers came away with a field goal, a 34-yard field goal, nothing much else has been going on for this Panther offense. That carry goes to the 23. Armando Cadena with the carry. It's going to be a 2nd and 7. Rodrigo Garcia with the tackle for the Eagles. 6:26. There is a snap. Another handoff up the middle. Goes the running back, and he's across the 30. He's going to have a Panther first down there at the 34. They'll give him the 33. A 10-yard gain for Cadena this time. And quickly to the line of the Panthers. Quick pass over to the far side of the field. Caught at the 31. Not much room to maneuver, though, on the short side of the field over to the top side. The Eagle defense. And we've got a timeout now by the Eagles with 6:08 left in the first half. It's their first one of the half. And we will take that timeout with them with 6:08 left in the second quarter. First and 10 for the Panthers from the 33 after that Eagle timeout. 6:08 left in the first half. The Eagles have a 28-3 lead. Ball on the far hash mark. Gonzalez is in the shotgun. Brings the man in motion here to the near side. And the handoff on the little counter play to the running back there, who gets all the way to the 37 before being stopped by the Eagle defense. A 4-yard gain there. Armando Cadena with his 3rd straight carry. We started this game with Freddy Sandoval taking those carries out of the Panther backfield, but Cadena now has seemed to be the workhorse. 5:39 left, 2nd and 6 for the Panthers. Man in motion to the left side of the line. And again, another carry for Cadena, who's going to get a first down to the 45 before being pushed back by the Eagles. They're going to give him the 46. And Armando Cadena with that Eagle defense on its heels now, running in late in the second quarter. There is an Eagle defender down at about the 38-yard line on the far hash mark. We're going to take a break and be right back. With 5:23 left in the first half, Ricardo Martinez will come off the field under his own power here to the near side. Looks to be maybe a right leg injury, nothing too serious, doesn't appear from up here, but certainly one of the valuable veterans in that defensive secondary for the Eagles. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 45. There's the snap and a flag from the official on the far side. It's going to be a false start against the Panthers. It'll move them back to the 40, where it's going to be a 1st and 15. A relatively clean game penalty-wise so far. That's maybe the 3rd or 4th penalty in this first half. 5:15 left. Clock will stop at the 2-minute mark. Eagles have 2 timeouts left. The Eagles did receive first after the Panthers won the toss and deferred, so United South will open the second half with the ball. Here's a keeper by Gonzalez trying to find his way through the defense, and he'll get jostled down after a gain of about 7 yards. He's brought down at the 47. It's going to be a 2nd and 8 from there. We haven't seen Gonzalez use in the run game an awful lot in this game, but he was able to get some good yardage there. Got the penalty yardage back too. Gonzalez stepping in the pocket, lets a pass go. It's caught right at the line to get. They're going to call him a yard shy at the 46. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. Jaden Muniz with the catch. Quickly to the line comes the Panther offense with the ball on the left hash mark at the 46-yard line. Gonzalez in the shotgun. There's the snap, hands off to Cadena, and Cadena tries the left side of the line and is able to get a Panther first down near the 40 to the 41. Armando Cadena has been doing a good job here on this drive. The Panthers basically had to find a way to keep the ball away from the Eagle offense, and they've been able to do that on this drive. This is very close to being their longest drive of the game so far. Their longest one is the one in which they came away with 3 points, the very first one of the game. 3:46 and counting now left here in the first half. Quick pass by Gonzalez, too high for the receiver. He's able to bring it down. That's Raul Gutierrez with the catch, but the Eagle defense is on him quickly for a loss of 4 yards back here to the 45. And so it's going to be a 2nd and 14 now from the 45-yard line for the Panthers with the ball on the far hash mark. Gonzalez in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion to the top of the formation. Play fake, drops back. He's got a receiver. And that pass is caught at the 5-yard line and in for the touchdown into triple coverage for the quarterback, Roland Gonzalez. There's a flag, but that was towards the end. I think that was after the touchdown catch. Jaden Muniz with the catch. But all of a sudden, this Panther offense towards the latter part of the third quarter has woken up. And if my partner Morris Lipson Jr. were here, he'd say, you run, that sets up the pass. Although, you've got to hand it to Roland Gonzalez. That was an amazing pass. Unsportsmanlike conduct after the play on the man who caught the touchdown, Jaden Muniz. The touchdown will count. They're going to enforce that after the kick. On for the point after attempt should be number 10. It's actually number 3. David Santos. The kick is good. And just like that, the Panthers, after Roland Gonzalez threw into triple coverage, but just dropped one in the bucket beautifully to Jaden Muniz. The Panthers have added 7 to their score, and it is now Eagles 28, Panthers 10 with 3:01 left in the first half. they're going to enforce that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the man who caught the touchdown pass, Jaden Muñiz. And so the Panthers are going to be kicking off from their own 25 now. David Santos will be kicking this off. 2 men back to receive for the Eagles. Luis Flores and Sebastian Velasquez at about their own 20-yard line. Santos with a short kick, fair catch signal at the 43-yard line. Rodrigo Garcia is able to bring that in. And the Eagles, with 2 timeouts left, really 3 because the clock is going to stop at the 2-minute mark, have a chance to put some more points on the board here before the end of the first half. They will start at their own 47 with 3:01 left in the second quarter. They're just going to bring the ball back to the 46 there, which is where Garcia made the fair catch signal. Ball on the far hash mark. The officials over on the far sideline are still discussing something. They haven't wound the clock yet. Now the referee will tell us that we need 25 seconds again on the play clock, and now they will wind it. Barrera in the shotgun with a full complement of backs in the backfield with him. Drops back to pass, looks left, pumps once. Now he's going to keep it himself. He's got room to run. He's at midfield, heads towards the far end zone. For the sideline, rather, 40-45, 35-30. Finally tripped up as he nears the 25-yard line at the 26. Things opened up there for Javi Barrera, who went through his progressions as he dropped back to pass. Nobody was open, and the whole right side of the field was open for him, and he had nothing but green grass. 2:34 left in the second quarter. Bad snap through the hands of Barrera, has to pick it up, and does the smart thing, just throws it out of bounds over on the far sideline, and that shows you the veteran mentality of Javi Barrera after what could have been a disastrous play. He had that snap go through his hands. He turned around, gave his back to the defense, picked up the ball, looked downfield, and then realized that the only thing he could do was throw that out of bounds, take the incompletion, and live to fight another down. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles now from the 26. 3 receivers here to the left side. And 1 man split out wide right. Barrera again will keep it himself, turns the corner on the far sideline, 20-15, and is going to go out of bounds as he nears the 10. They'll give him the 10-yard line there on the quarterback carry. And that's going to be a 1st and goal now for the Eagles from actually just outside the 10. They're at the 11, so a 1st and 10 from there. The Eagles can still get a first down at the 1. 2:14 left. Clock stops as Barrera goes out of bounds. He'll be in the shotgun with 2 backs to his left. This handoff is to Avery Embry, who bounces right, now gets north and south. As he nears the 5, he's going to be brought down right there at the 5. A gain of 6 yards on the carry for Avery Embry. It's going to be a 2nd and 4 now, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. 28-10 is the Eagle lead, 2 minutes away from the end of the first half. 2nd and 4 from the 5. The Eagles can get a first down at the 1-yard line here. With 2 minutes left in the first half, the Eagles trying to add to their 28-10 lead. Barrera from the shotgun takes the snap. The handoff is to Avery. Embry tries the left side of the line, and he's going to get stood up at the 5 and driven back. We'll see what they give him forward progress. That's back to the line of scrimmage. The 5, it's going to be a 3rd and 4 from there for the Eagles. The clock will continue to run. Now, the Eagles do have 2 timeouts left in this first half, should they choose to use it. Offensive coordinator Christian Garcia getting the play call in to Javier Barrera. He's going to have Embry and Flores in the backfield with him to his right, and 1 receiver each on either side of the formation. Sebastian Velasquez is going to come to the end of the line there on the left to block for Luis Flores, who gets the handoff, tries to bounce left, and he's going to be brought down at the 3. A gain of a couple of yards for Luis Flores, and it's very interesting now to see what happens here on 4th and 2. If the Eagle offense is going to stay on the field to try to get a first down at the 1, or if they're going to bring on Ivan Cruz to attempt a field goal. The Eagle offense is going to stay on the field on 4th and 2 from the 3. Barrera was trying to make the defense jump, and it looks like what happened is our own left tackle there got an early start. It's going to be a false start against the Eagles. It's going to move them back 5 yards to the 8. And now, Ivan Cruz will come on to attempt a field goal with 44 seconds left in the first half. Looks like they're going to put this down at about the 11. It'll make it a 21-yard field goal attempt for Ivan Cruz. Officials down on the field are having a discussion, and they are going to go all the way over to the far sideline as our referee this evening. Scott Weiss will go speak with the Panther head coach, Charlie Gonzalez, over on the far sideline. And we're going to get a call from the official here. Might be a clock issue. And that is a 10-second runoff because of the penalty at this point in the half. And so they're going to move the clock from 44 seconds to 34 seconds. Scott Weiss will let us know. And now Ivan Cruz is going to have a 25-yard field goal attempt as Alex Ruiz on a high snap is able to get it down. Cruz completes the motion and through the uprights. The field goal is good, a 25-yard field goal with 25 seconds left here in the second quarter. Makes the lead Eagles 31, Panthers 10. .25 seconds left before the end of the first half. The Eagles sitting on a 31-10 lead over the United South Panthers. Eagles looking to punch their ticket into the playoffs. Here's a short kickoff, going to be fair caught down here near the near sideline at the 25. Hauled in by Jerick Vasquez. We've seen him fair catch a couple of kickoffs here in the first half. And with 25 seconds left in the second quarter, the Panthers are going to take over at their own 25. Got to be careful with these South Panthers. Their second longest drive of the game, last time they had the ball, ended with a 55-yard touchdown pass from David Gonzalez to Jade Muniz. Ball here on the near hash mark. All three timeouts left for the Panthers. Here's the carry to Armando Cadena. Cadena gets that ball to the 29. It's actually Ricardo Rojas with the carry. And that will be the last play of the first half. Well, for those of you listening in on the EPISD YouTube page, we will be back here for second half of action. 31-10 is the Eagle lead. For those of you joining us on Eagle Pass Sports Central, we want to thank you for watching us and listening to us on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. And we want to thank our sponsors throughout the season: Ancita Ford of Eagle Pass, Brown Chevrolet of Eagle Pass, Choch's Barbecue, and State Representative Eddie Morales. A first half, much like what the Eagles were hoping for as we talked to the coaches 2 days ago. A fast start, put your foot on the neck of this Panther team, and don't let them do anything that would endanger you having a lead. And so after a 25-yard field goal, a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Sebastian Velasquez, a rushing touchdown by Luis Flores, a rushing touchdown by Avery Embry, and a passing or a touchdown catch by Jeremiah Silva. The Eagles with 4 touchdowns and a field goal in that first half, and they will go into the second half with a 31-10 lead. Have homecoming festivities here at halftime. We'll let you listen in on those, and we'll have results for you when we come back in the second half. 31-10 is the Eagle lead.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Eagle Pass High School homecoming festivities. Our homecoming theme this year is EPHS, the Book of Life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the center of the field. EPHS proudly presents the 2025 homecoming representatives. We would also like to welcome the 2024 homecoming rep, Demetrio Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us and thank you for your support. And now, ladies and gentlemen, representing the York Club, Abigail Gonzalez and Renato Lafayette. Representing unofficial Twin Members Union, Melanie Rodriguez and Edwin Rodriguez. Representing Barron, Luna Barreto and Robert Diaz. Representing basketball, Madeline Mustiz and Lázaro Castro. Representing cheer, Alani Oyama and Sebastian Velazquez. Representing FFA, Melina Asa and Fernando Morales. Representing professional class, Virginia Carrillo and Pedro Garcia. Representing football, Alexia Martinez and Andy Casares. Representing junior class, Ricky Rubio and Rosario Rosa. Representing NHS, Alison Martinez and Gilberto Busquets. Representing senior class, Angelina Flores and Armani Ruiz. Representing softball, Elisa Gomez and Martin Durán Jr. Representing softball class, Daniela Stanwyck and Joaquin Hernandez. Representing Spanish Club, Michelle Pachon and Jonathan Laredo. Representing tennis, Siena Mauricio and Arturo Guerra. Representing volleyball, Jimena Castillo and the 2024 homecoming rep, Demetrio Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us and thank you for your support. Helping with our coronation this evening are our campus principal, Mr. Luis Huerta, our student council sponsor, Ms. Dolores Rodriguez, and the student council officers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have all been waiting for. Your 2025 homecoming Lord and Lady. Representing cheer, Ailani Bayana and Sebastian Velasquez. Your 2025 homecoming count and countess. Representing football, Alexia Rodriguez and Monica Flores.
I don't want to do because they're doing it well. They're like statistic or something. They're like, I could have bought more. My mom was like, "Here's a big my entire food." I said, "Now you're gonna have to get food."
Representing basketball, the Believers Eagles.
Wait, so who's like that?
Your 2025 Homecoming Prince and Princess. Representing softball. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce your 2025 Homecoming King and Queen. Representing
Welcome back, everybody, for the start of the second half. Exciting homecoming festivities there at halftime down below on Coastal Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Eagles have a 31-10 lead as we start the second half. And Ivan Cruz will be kicking off to the Panther return men standing at about their own 5-yard line. The kick is on its way. It will be fair caught at the 20-yard line by Jarek Vasquez, who makes it a point every time he fields a kickoff. That's his third or fourth time, to just heave the ball towards the near sideline. The Panthers are going to start at their own 25. And the Eagle defense now looking to maintain that same level of energy that had them pitching a shutout for much of the first half. That pass is caught over on the left side. Immediately brought down is the receiver at the 31. A gain of 6 on the pass. Jaden Muñiz, the man who scored the lone touchdown for the Panthers with that catch there. Looking to start quickly. And here's the handoff to Armando Cadena, and Cadena gets the Panthers the first down over on the far side of the field. At the 36, this is where the Panthers have been the most successful when they get to the line, quickly execute plays, run, and then on that touchdown pass, blew the top off of the Eagle defense. Quick pass over to the far sideline, and the receiver is on his way, and a touchdown-saving tackle over on the far sideline. Jaden Muñiz again with the catch and run. They're going to be in Eagle territory at the 45. First down from there for the Panthers. There's the snap. Here is the handoff. Good job of coming around. Anthony Paniagua from his defensive end position coming around to stop Cadena there on the carry after a gain of only a yard to the 44. 2nd and 9 for the Panthers now. With Gonzalez in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks right. That's the pass. That's where the pass is headed. It's caught at the 39 by the tight end, Jacob Gonzalez. And Gonzalez has another first down for the Panthers inside the 35 to the 34. And United South moving quickly now as the Eagle defense on their heels in their first drive of the second half. Here's a carry for number 20, Freddy Sandoval, and Sandoval again reaches out and gets the Panthers another first down inside the 25 to the 24. And on the move here to open the second half are the Panthers. Again, another handoff bouncing around now to the right side and headed to the near sideline is Sandoval again. He's going to get a yard to the 23 and nothing further. Good job by the Eagle defense there of stringing him out and allowing him to turn the corner. But the Panthers are starting this second half moving quickly. 9:23 left here in the third quarter. From the near hash mark, Gonzalez in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks left, pumps one, pulls the ball down. He's got defensive pressure behind him, and the pass into the end zone is incomplete, and there's two very late flags there. In coverage over in the end zone on Jaden Muñiz was number 7, Jorge Martinez, and Martinez had to hang on before Muñiz escaped his grasp. And they're going to call a pass interference, I think, against the Eagles here. Jaden Muñiz has been the dangerous receiver for the Panthers all game long. He found himself in the end zone one-on-one against Jorge Martinez. And Martinez had to grab on to avoid the touchdown. It's a pass interference against the Eagles. It'll be a 15-yard penalty in the direction of the southern end zone, the south end zone. There's nothing about that end zone that's particularly southern. Ball at the 8. And a 1st and goal for the Panthers after that penalty. The handoff to Sandoval, trying to spin around. Good job of bearing down on him by that Eagle defensive line. First contact there made by Arturo Hernandez. It's going to be a 2nd and goal from the 8. Ball will be on the far hash mark. 9:06 left here in the third quarter. Clock has stopped for some reason. Now it's moving. This is the opening drive of the second half. The Panthers started this drive back at their own 25. Gonzalez with the play fake, drops back to pass, and the pass is caught in the end zone for a touchdown coming across the formation. And that is number 80, his second catch of this drive. Jacob Gonzalez, the freshman wide receiver. A 75-yard drive that ends with an 8-yard touchdown strike from Roland Gonzalez to Jacob Gonzalez. On for the point after attempt now is Santos. Roland Gonzalez is the holder. The kick is on its way, and it is good. The Panthers have opened up the second half with an impressive drive here that sets the score at Eagles 31, Panthers 17 with 8:45 left in the third. .45 left in the third quarter, and the Panthers have opened up the second half with a huge 75-yard drive that ends in a touchdown to put the Eagles a little bit on their heels. 31-17 is the score. Here is a very short kickoff. No fair catch called for. It is fielded at about the 30-yard line. Still on his feet is the returner, number 31 for the Eagles, Rodrigo Gonzalez Garcia. And he gets the Eagles good starting field position here near the 45 all the way to the 44. A short kick. We were all expecting Rodrigo Garcia to fair catch. Instead, he had enough room to field that and find his way to the 44. Eagles looking to answer on offense here with 8:32 left in the third. They'll start with the ball on the left hash mark here to the near side. Javi Barrera in the shotgun with two receivers over to the top side, and Luis Flores, Avery Embry in the backfield off to his right. Barrera will take the snap. The handoff, it's actually a play fake and a quick pass incomplete in and out of the hands of Sebastian Velasquez, who was looking downfield just before that pass was caught. He heard footsteps. There was a safety coming into his area. And on the incompletion, the clock stops, and it's a 2nd and 10 from the 44. 8:26 left. Clock stops on the incompletion. Barrera in the shotgun, same formation as the previous play. Rolling to his right, looking downfield. Wants to pass, lets the pass go. It's caught at the 46-yard line in Panther territory by Sebastian Velasquez. That's good enough for a first down. Velasquez did a good job as his quarterback was rolling right to give him a target. The pass was low, but Velasquez was able to pull it in for a first down at the 46. Ball on the far hash mark. Now 7:59 left here in the third quarter. Eagles looking to answer an opening drive that ended with a touchdown pass for the Panthers. Barrera's going to be in between his two backs. Actually, they're offset to his left. And the handoff to Avery Embry. And Embry has room on the left side of the line. Gets inside the 40 to the 49 before being brought down. A good 7-yard run there by Avery Embry. A change of pace from Luis Flores. Eagles have been using him well in that way all season. Long balls at the 39 now. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Eagles as we near the 7-minute mark here in the third quarter. We want to say hello to the class of 1975 who was here at halftime. A strong contingent from the class of 75. Former football players, cheerleaders, everybody down there for the picture. Here's Here's a keeper by Javi Barrera. Rolls left. Throws back across his body. A dangerous throw. Sebastian Velasquez was in the area, but he had a defender very near to him that was able to tip that ball away. And if that ball had been just a little more left, it was in danger of being intercepted. 3rd and 3 coming up now. From the 39 for the Eagles. Clock stops on the incompletion with 6:50 left in the third quarter. Barrera's going to have 2 receivers on either side of the formation. And he'll be in the shotgun with Luis Flores behind him, actually in the pistol formation. Fakes a handoff, quick slant, caught by Sebastian Velasquez on the left side. Velasquez has the Eagles a first down to the 30. Good play calling there by offensive coordinator Christian Garcia. You need a quick pass. You don't need more than 3 yards to get a first down and keep this drive alive. Gorillo, sure-handed receiver on a quick slant coming from the left side, and that's exactly what Javi Barrera did in finding Sebastian Velasquez for that connection. 6:24 left now in the third quarter. Eagles have a fresh set of downs inside the 30 at the 29. 2 men on either side of the formation. Barrera in the pistol with Luis Flores. They're going to get the play call in. Still 12 seconds left on the play clock. From the pistol set, Velasquez goes to the top of the formation. In motion before the snap. Here's the handoff to Luis Flores. Bounces left, now gets north and south, and is brought down inbounds near the 25 to the 27. A 3-yard gain on the carry for Luis Flores. Going to make it a 2nd and 7 now with 5:45 left in the third quarter. The Eagles, this is exactly the kind of drive they need to answer that Panthers drive. Take your time. Don't give the ball back to the Panther offense immediately. This will be the 7th play of this drive, a drive that started back at the Eagle 44. Embry and Flores will be in the backfield with Javi Barrera to his left. And now the Eagles are going to use one of their 3 timeouts left here in the second half to get their offensive formation correct. 5:15 left in the third quarter. Eagles have a 31-17 lead. Eagles have a 2nd and 8 with 5:15 left here in the third quarter. From the 27-yard line, ball on the near hash mark, and Barrera in between his 2 running backs in the backfield. The snap, the handoff to Luis Flores, who bounces right, now comes back to the left side of the line. He'll be brought down to the 23 after a gain of 4 yards. Makes it a 3rd and manageable now for the Eagle offense. We talked to offensive coordinator Christian Garcia at the prediction show 2 days ago and talked about the importance of manageable down and distances. And this 3rd and 4 now from the 23 is important. What's more important, too, is that the Eagles are taking their time on this drive. A drive that started with 8:32 left in the third quarter, now at 4:41. The 8th play of the drive coming up. Quick pass caught by Embry at the 20, and he'll be brought down inbounds right there at the 20-yard line by Eduardo Gonzalez, the junior defensive back for the Panthers. That they're a yard shy of a first down on that play to Embry, and so it's a 4th and 1 now from the 20. The Eagles are going to keep their offense on the field. We've seen them try to draw this Panther defensive line offsides, but the problem is there's only two really down men for the Panthers. Here comes the blitz from the linebacker right up the middle. Good job of Luis Flores of running right past it and into the end zone for the touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown scamper by Luis Flores, put 6 more points on the board for the Eagles. You saw that Panther defense commit early with only 2 linemen down, but the linebackers blitz right behind that. And Luis Flores, that's the side, the right side of the line to where that play was called. He saw that coming, took one quick sidestep left, and then found nothing but open room in front of him and went into the end zone. 3:50 left in the third quarter, and the Eagles have answered the score from the Panthers to open up the second half. Ivan Cruz coming on now for the point after attempt. The kick is on its way, and it is good. 3:50 left in the third quarter. The Eagles have retaken a 21-point lead, 38-17. A 20-yard touchdown run by Luis Flores puts the Eagles back up by 21. 38-17 is the score now. That kick from Ivan Cruz is going to go out of bounds down here at the 25. The penalty flags will come out. On the kick out of bounds, they're going to put this ball now at the 30. Panthers now will look to answer that score. Eagles in the first half scored 4 touchdowns. Two touchdowns already in this game for Luis Flores, who came into the game with 8 touchdowns. That'll give him 10 for the season. And from the 30-yard line now goes the Panther offense, who used tempo on their first drive to really put the Eagle defense on their heels. Here's a quick pass. It's caught on the far side of the field at the 34. Ricardo Martinez there along with Alex Ruiz to bring Jaden Muñiz, the receiver, to a stop after a gain of 5 yards to the 35. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Panthers. Quickly to the line they come. Ball on the far hash mark. Gonzalez in the shotgun, takes the snap. Here is the handoff. Lots of room for the running back. Jukes right and still on his feet as he nears midfield. Down at the 48-yard line is the running back, Cardona. And quickly to the line, the 48. Come the Panthers with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Gonzalez again from the shotgun. Quick pass here to the near side. It is caught there by Jacob Gonzalez, who spins around and gets into Eagle territory before being brought down at the 46. At some point, we'll see if this Eagle secondary gets a little bit more physical at the line of scrimmage with these Panther receivers. Panthers are using that cushion from the defensive backs just like that to get the ball again to Gonzalez. They're going to give him forward progress to the 41, and that's going to be good enough for a Panther first down. Quick passes to the sidelines. And again, there's enough cushion there for now that these Panther receivers are able to bring the ball in and get 3, 4, 5 extra yards after the catch. First down from the 40 for United South. Gonzalez takes the snap, hands off to Cardona again, who's trying to the left side of the line, and gets past the first wave of Eagle defenders and into the secondary before being brought down inside the 45 at the 44. At the 34, check that, and it is a 2nd and 4 from there. Man in motion here to the near side. It's a keeper by Gonzalez, who has room on the right side of the line, gets spun around, still on his feet. Big, tall quarterback with the ball still in his hands, gets near the 15. He'll be brought down finally at the 16-yard line. It's going to be a first down there. And again, this Panther offense has the Eagle defense on its heels. They're going to call their second time out of the half, are the Eagles. That comes with 1:10 left in the third quarter, with the Eagles having a 21-point lead, 38-17. First and 10 with 1:09. Head coach Roger Olivas very active with that defense down there on the field from the pistol formation. Gonzalez steps up. The pass to Jacob Gonzalez. Caught in the fumble there at about the 12. Then there's a flag at the end of the play. Gonzalez fumbled that ball as he was being brought down at about the 13 here on the near sideline. And as there was a mad scramble for the ball, Gonzalez recovered, by the way. But the line judge here to the near side threw a flag. And we're going to get the call from the referee. There was a whole host of Eagles dragging Gonzalez down. We saw the ball come loose there, close to the sideline here on the near side at about the 13 or so. And almost simultaneously with the ball coming loose, that flag flew from the line judge. And it is a penalty on the receiver on Gonzalez for unnecessary roughness. They're going to step it off 15 yards from the end of that gain. And Gonzalez might have had some hands in the face as they were trying to bring him down. Regardless, the new line of scrimmage is the 22. And it's a first down and about 17 or so from there. Oh, wrong placement. They missed a couple of yards. They missed the last 5 of those yards. And so that ball is going to go to the 27 now, where it will be a 1st and 20. With the ball on the right hash mark, Gonzalez in the shotgun, takes the snap. The handoff is to Cardona, who tries the left side of the line, still on his feet, coming to the near side at the 15. Finally brought down near the 10-yard line. Catching up to him from behind was Rodrigo Garcia. But the Panthers got most of that penalty yardage back on that delay. To Cardona, the ball now is at the 12. Where it is a 2nd and 6. Gonzalez again with the handoff to Cardona on the left side of the line. He's got room there, and he's going to be brought down just a yard shy of the line to get for a first down at the 7. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 there. And whatever adjustments the Panthers made on the offensive line and in the run game have really worked here in the second half. 3rd and 1 from the 6 for the Panthers. The carry again by Cardona, who puts his head down as he reaches the 4. It's going to be good enough for a Panther first down, but that is the last play of the third quarter. We're going to switch sides of the field, and we're going to go into the fourth quarter with the Eagles holding a 21-point lead, 38-17. .24 left in the ball game. The Panthers have had the ball twice in the second half, and they've scored twice. 2 touchdowns to make the score Eagles 38, Panthers 24. A short kick, going to be fair caught at the 32-yard line over on the far side by Sebastian Velasquez. And the Eagle offense will come back out onto the field to try to put a nail in the coffin on Halloween night on the zombie Panther team that keeps coming back at them late in this game. Eagles are going to start at the 28 with 11:24 left. And the Eagles need to do exactly what they did the last time they had the ball. They took off about 5 minutes off the clock. The same thing here would just about leave the Panthers without enough time to catch up, and that's going to help. A big first down run by Luis Flores on the left side of the line gets about 8.5 yards there to the 37, or they're actually going to mark him down back here at the, that's right, at the 37. It's going to be a 2nd and 1 now for the Eagles, who are in no particular hurry to snap this ball. Under 11 minutes now left in the game. I want to congratulate the representatives for the mighty Eagle Band, who were crowned homecoming queen and king here at halftime. Flags pre-snap. False start on the Eagles. Ball's going to go back to the 32, and it's going to be a 2nd and 6 now after that penalty. The Eagles need to maintain their focus and their composure on offense here, even late in the game. A victory here for the Eagles secures them a spot in the playoffs with 1 game left. That's against Del Rio next week up in Del Rio. This is the Eagles' last home game of the season, senior night. There's going to be a senior walk here tonight after the game, and we see a lot of seniors having fun here down in the stands below us with their senior crowns. Barrera from the shotgun. He's going to keep the ball. Turns the corner over on the far side. He's got to stay in bounds to make sure the clock keeps ticking. Does a good job of that there as he reaches the 34, a gain of only 2 yards. But again, more importantly, it keeps the clock ticking on the quarterback keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 now. If the Eagles can convert here on this 3rd down try, gives them the opportunity to stretch out this drive a little more and grind some more time off the clock. 14-point lead for the Eagles, 38-24. Both of these teams, each of these teams have scored each time they've had the ball. Good pass caught there by Sebastian Velasquez, who found a spot in the zone over on the left side. And Velasquez is going to be brought down across the 45 at the 47. A 13-yard gain on that pass from Barrera to Velasquez gets the Eagles a first down. Barrera came into this game with over 1,300 passing yards, 1,322 passing yards, and 12 touchdowns. He's added 1 touchdown in this ball game already. One of the top performers in this district for the Eagles. 8:50 left in the game as the Eagles come to the line on a 1st and 10 from the 47. Ball on the left hash mark in the pistol formation is Barrera with Flores behind him. Broken rhythm there as Barrera put out the ball on the wrong side. Flores is looking at the sideline, patting his chest, saying, hey, that's my bad. I went in the wrong direction. Barrera was looking for Flores on his right. Flores was on Barrera's left, and that play broke down. After that sack, the ball is going to end up at the 43, where it's going to be a 2nd and 14. 9 seconds left on the play clock. The Eagles do only have 1 timeout left here in the second half. 7:56 showing on the clock. They got to get this play call off. They barely do with a second left on the play clock. Luis Flores bouncing around, still on his feet, whirling around, and finally down in Panther territory at the 48. But Luis Flores made the most of that as those holes closed up. He bounced around like a pinball, kept his legs grinding north and south, and was able to finally get some yardage to the Panther 48. And an important gain there as it makes it a 3rd and very manageable 3rd and 5 for the Eagles in Panther territory. And you have to think, with 7:16 left on the clock and in this part of the field, that this might be 4-down territory for the Eagles if they can't get the 5 yards they need here for a first down. Barrera drops back to pass. There's a pass. It's caught inside the 40 at the 39 by Marco Medellin, coming up big in a difficult situation as he had a safety bearing down on him who made a huge hit. Medellin was able to keep the ball in his hands, and the Eagles have a first down at the 39. 1st and 10 from there. And the Eagles again now will slow it down. This is what we talked about when this drive started back at the Eagle 28 with 11:24 left in the ball game. Now 6:38 left, and the Eagles are eating up clock, taking their time on this drive, moving the chains, which is exactly what they need to do. The Eagles have a 14-point lead. They're going to let this play clock wind down. The coaches are going to call the last Eagle timeout. I don't know if the coaches are talking to the officials about how the 25-second clock never restarted. And so the Eagles have had to use their last timeout of the ball game here as time was winding down, and the Eagle offense was nowhere near getting that play called or getting that ball snapped. 6:22 left in the game. Eagles up by 14, 38-24. 6:22 left in the ball game. The Eagles are all out of timeouts in this game. They've got a 14-point lead, 38-24, though, looking to eat up some more clock here about midway through the fourth quarter. A drive that started with 11:24 left in the game. Back at the Eagle 28. Now they've got a first down at the 39. Here's a handoff to Luis Flores. Bounces right. Now comes back left. And up the middle of the defensive formation, he'll get 4 yards to the 36. And we've got a man down for the Panthers right in the middle of that defensive line. The United South trainers will come out and take a look, and we will step away with 6:03 left in the ballgame, and the Eagles up by 14. Three left in the ball game, coming off very gingerly is that young man from the United South Panther defensive line. Under his own power, though, that's always a good sign. 2nd and 7 for the Eagles as we resume play here with 6:03 left in the ball game. Waiting for that young man to come completely off the field on the opposite sideline. They'll reset the play clock to 25 seconds. Wind it now. And Barrera from the shotgun will take the snap. The handoff to Luis Flores. Puts his head down. Still on his feet. Still trying to grind, but they're going to push him back. They'll give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage, which is the 36. And it's going to be a 3rd and 7 now from there. About 5.5 minutes left here. The Eagles are going to use all of this play clock. The Panthers have all 3 of their timeouts left here in the second half. The Eagles have used all of theirs. Barrera in the pistol with Flores behind him. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Barrera rolls right. There's a pass. Jeremiah Silva's in the area, and he's going to make that catch and go into the end zone for the touchdown. That's the easiest, kind of grooviest touchdown pass you're going to see from an offense. No one in a hurry. Barrera knew where his receivers were. He rolled out right, looked downfield, no pressure in his face, let that pass go, and Jeremiah Silva was behind his defender at about the 3-yard line. Silva caught that pass and almost backed into the end zone after he caught it. He didn't realize that he was so close to the end zone, and he found himself with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Ivan Cruz on for the point after attempt. The kick is good, and that's going to make the score Eagles 45, Panthers 24 with 5:02 left in the game. .502 left in the game. The Eagles have scored twice in this half, both times that they've had the ball. Here's a kickoff from Ivan Cruz, and that'll get to the 28. Let's get some scores from you from around the area and around the district. In District 36A, the Eagles district, the Longhorns, all over the LBJ Wolves, 35-3 down in Laredo. And Medina Valley up in Castroville beating Del Rio 45-7. Get you some scores from around the San Antonio area. Gonzalez with a quick pass caught by Muñiz. And up the field he goes. Clock will stop as Muñiz is taken out of bounds across the 30 to the 32. Drive that started at the 29 for the Panthers with 4:44 left here in the ball game. 2nd and 8. They're going to put that ball actually at the 31. Ball is on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Gonzalez there, and by the time he does, the Eagle defense is on him, and that sack is going to put the ball all the way back here at the 28. Number 46, Aiden Ramirez, actually the man with who fell on top of the ball there. The running back next to Gonzalez. Here's a snap rolling to his left. We have a new quarterback in for the Panthers. And that is number 46. And on fourth down now, the Panthers will bring out the punting unit after the incompletion. Johnston has beaten Churchill 48-3. Brandeis all over Roosevelt 41-14. Reagan and Clark in a tight one up in San Antonio. Reagan has the lead 21-14. Madison and Lee will play tomorrow at Comalander Stadium. The punt is on its way. It will hit at the 35 and then take a Panther bounce and finally be downed at the 31. So the Panthers, who scored the first two times they had the ball here in the second half, unable to score in their third possession. And now with under 4 minutes left, 3:39 showing on the clock, the Eagles can pretty much take their time and kill this clock and bring this game to a close, which will put them in the playoffs. Marshall beat Holmes 48-42. Brennan and Taft in a tight one in the third quarter, 28-21. Harlan beating Warren at halftime, 28-7. And O'Connor and Stevens play tomorrow at Gustafson. Jay Huck is in at quarterback now from the pistol. Hands off to a new running back, trying to turn the corner over on the far side of the field. That is Jesus Montano, and he is brought down inbounds. That's what's most important now for this Eagle offense, is to make sure that all these plays end inbounds so that the clock keeps ticking. And Montano is brought down inbounds across the 35 at the 36. A 5-yard gain there makes it a 2nd and 5 for the Eagles, who have now their second string offense on the field. 3 minutes and counting. Clock is going to stop at the 2-minute mark before the end of the game. Man in motion. Jaques from the pistol will take the snap. Rolling right. Comes back to the left side now. He's going to be sacked, swallowed up at the 31. A loss of 5. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now. And again, kind of the same issue that Barrera and Flores had earlier. Jaques put out that ball on the right side, and Montano was over on his left. 2:26 left. There's about a 2-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. The game clock is a little bit ahead, so the Eagles don't have to snap the ball before the second half. Christian Garcia, the offensive coordinator, has just noticed that, and he's going to call his offense out onto the field, and we'll wait for the 2-minute timeout, which is upon us just now. 2 minutes left in the ballgame. Eagles up 45-24. After the 2-minute timeout, Jay Jaques will bring out the Eagle offense again in the pistol formation from the far hash mark at the 30-yard line. Montano steps out from behind Jaques on his right hip now. Jaques drops back, being flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right, is going to keep it himself And he's brought down as he crosses the 35 at the, they're going to mark him down inside the 35, actually at the 34. And that will not be enough for an Eagle first down. And the Eagles will bring out the punting team with 1:35 left in the ball game. Steele beating New Braunfels Canyon 42-0. Clemens beating East Central 14-0. Johnson on top of Judson 14-3. Down in the valley, a barn burner between Economides and La Jolla, 59-56, the Economides victory. Defense optional in that game down there in the valley. That punt is going to kick at the 38 and take an Eagle bounce backward for a couple of yards to the 40. That is where the Panthers will start with 58 seconds. PSJA has beaten Edinburgh North 33-27. Edinburgh losing to Weslaco 23-5. San Benito on top of Brownsville. That's a final 28-24. And a tie between Los Fresnos and Harlingen for now, all tied up at 28. We'll go to 5A and check out some scores from the Mavericks district. Of course, the Mavericks lost here last night 20-7. Ball is on the ground. It's going to be picked up by the quarterback, number 46, Aiden Ramirez. We've got an injury down on the field, and we're going to let you go with 42 seconds left. They're going to take 10 seconds off the play clock, 10-second runoff. And you hate to see it, but senior quarterback Matthew Villarreal for the Panthers taken off the field. Had to be helped, can put no weight on that right leg. And especially with under a minute left in the ball game, you hate to see a young man be injured. From the 40 on a 2nd and 10. Quick pass. Caught by Santos at the 40. Or rather by Raul Gutierrez. And Gutierrez gets that to the 44. Where it's going to be a 3rd and 6. And the clock winding down. We'll see if the Panthers can get one more snap off here before the end of the game. They can. It's a handoff, and the Eagle defense is going to end this game tackling the man with the ball at the 43. So the Eagles now have secured a playoff spot. the third district victory. They go to 3-2 in district, having beaten the Panthers, LBJ, and Alexander. And at this point, those top three spots are pretty much locked in with Medina Valley United and then the Eagles in third place. There'll be a little bit of a battle there for that fourth spot in this district. But the Eagles walk away with a 45-24 victory here. Senior night down at Cozumel Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. All the seniors will be doing the senior walk after the game. And this is the last regular season game for this season here at the SAC at Cozumel Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Yet to see what happens in the first round of the playoffs, who the opponent is for the Eagles and where they will be. Both of our Eagle Pass teams will be out of town next week. The Mavericks on Friday will be up in San Antonio, finishing off their season against South San, and the Eagles are going to take that drive up 277 that they've been taking for almost 100 years to face the Del Rio Rams to finish off their season. Final score from here, Eagles 45, Panthers 24. I want to thank all of you who joined us on the EPISD iVision YouTube channel. We'll see you soon. For those of us joining us on our Eagle Pass Sports Central Facebook page and YouTube channel, we do want to thank our sponsors before we go off air. Brown Chevrolet of Eagle Pass, and Cedar Ford of Eagle Pass, Church's Barbecue, and State Representative Eddie Morales. We want to thank them for their sponsorship of these broadcasts and our prediction shows. We've got one more prediction show at least this coming week, and then we've got a playoff one, no doubt. After that, we'll see Morris Lipson Jr. back. We want to wish him well, probably back in town from his trip to the DFW Metroplex. Morris, we missed you these past couple of days here in the booth. We will see you next week. For my broadcasting partner, Morris Lipson Jr., our audiovisual engineer, Cristina Valadez, my name is Ruben Valadez. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.